No,
He stood up
the answer to
and
the
he
question is no.
threatened Ukraine.
No, sir.
With $1 billion, if you
that
get rid of
is
the
you know what, you're-
absolutely not
You're
true.
on tape
You're-
doing it.
you're gonna
You're on
have-
tape.
True.
Gentlemen, I hate to raise
Chris,
my voice,
he's
but
on
it seems
tape.
to me, why should I be different than the two of you? So here's the
That's a
deal.
good point.
We have 6 segments. We have ended that segment. We're going to go to the next segment. In that segment, you each are going to have 2 uninterrupted moments. In those 2 uninterrupted minutes, Mr. President, you can say anything you want. I'm going to ask a question about race, but if you want to answer about something else, go ahead. But I think that
Give a
the
chance to
country would
rebuttal.
be better served if we allowed both people to speak with fewer interruptions. I'm appealing to you, sir, to do that.
Well, and him too.
Well, frankly, you've been doing more
Oh,
interrupting
that's
than
all
he
right,
has.
but he does plenty.
Well, less than, sir, less
There's
than,
plenty.
no, less than you have. Let's please continue on. The issue of race. Vice President Biden, you say that President Trump's response to the violence in Charlottesville 3 years ago,
It's
when he
racist.
talked about very fine people on both sides, was what directly led
It was
you
racist.
to launch this run for president.
Oh, yeah, sure.
President Trump, you have often said that you believe you have done more for black Americans than any president, with the possible exception of Abraham Lincoln.
Bullshit.
My question for the two of you is, why should voters trust you rather than your opponent to deal with the race issues facing this country over the next 4 years? Vice President Biden, you go first.
It's about equity and equality. It's about decency. It's about the Constitution. And we have never walked away from trying to require equity for everyone, equality for the whole of America. But we've never accomplished it. But we've never walked away from it like he has done. It is true. The reason I got in the race is when those people, close your eyes, remember what those people looked like coming out of the fields carrying torches, their veins bulging, just spewing anti-Semitic bile, and accompanied by the Ku Klux Klan. A young woman got killed. And they asked the president what he
dad.
thought. He said there were very fine people on
KKK.
both sides. No president's ever said
Yeah,
anything
he sure
like
did.
that.
Finish this.
It is who's
Now,
who
second-
minutes, sir.
Con
Second
artist.
point I'd make to you is that when Floyd was killed, when Mr. Floyd was killed, there was a peaceful protest in front of the White House. What did he do? He came out of his bunker, had the military use tear gas on him so he could walk across
chemical
to
weapons.
a church and hold up a Bible.
Upside
and then
down.
what happened after
Satanic.
that? The bishop of that very church said that it was a disgrace. The general
Yeah,
who
it
was
was
with
also
him said
misuse
all he ever wants to do is
armed
divide
funds.
people, not unite people at all. This is a president who has used everything
And
as
the
a dog
feds.
whistle to try to generate racist hatred,
All
racist
right, Joe.
division.
There
This
you
is
go.
a man who, in fact, you talk about helping African Americans. 1 in 1,000 African Americans has been killed because of the coronavirus.
The Trump
And if
virus,
he
call it
doesn't
what
do
it
something
is.
quickly, by the end of the year, 1 in 500 will have been killed. 1 in 500 African Americans. This man is the savior of African Americans.
The
This
fucking
man
Antichrist.
cares at all. This man's done virtually nothing. Look, the fact is that you have to
nothing
look
but
at
roll
what he
things
talks about.
back.
You have to look at what
50,
he
100
did.
years.
And what he did has been disastrous for the African American community.
And the entire country.